The arena was overflowing with excitement as thousands of spectators gathered to witness what many believed would be the most extraordinary fight ever imagined. Bright lights illuminated the massive stadium, while cameras captured every angle of the battlefield. On one side stood Bruce Lee, the legendary martial artist known throughout the world for his incredible speed, precision, and philosophy. On the other side stood Titan, a gigantic bodybuilder weighing more than 350 pounds. His enormous muscles and towering presence made him look almost unstoppable. The contrast between the two fighters was impossible to ignore. Bruce appeared calm, agile, and focused, while Titan looked like a living mountain of strength. Fans around the world debated endlessly about who would win. Some believed that Bruce's speed and martial arts mastery would allow him to outmaneuver the giant. Others believed that Titan's raw power would simply be too much to overcome. As both men entered the arena, anticipation reached its highest point. The referee called the fighters to the center of the ring and explained the rules. Bruce and Titan stared into each other's eyes. Titan smiled confidently, convinced that his size advantage would guarantee victory. Bruce remained relaxed and composed. Years of martial arts training had taught him never to underestimate an opponent and never to fear one. The referee stepped back and signaled the start of the contest. The bell echoed through the arena, and the crowd erupted with excitement. Titan wasted no time. Like a charging bull, he rushed forward and launched a powerful punch toward Bruce's head. The audience gasped as the massive fist flew through the air. However, Bruce moved with astonishing speed. He slipped to the side effortlessly, causing Titan's punch to miss completely. Before the giant could recover, Bruce landed a series of quick strikes to Titan's ribs. The crowd exploded into cheers. It was the first demonstration of the speed that had made Bruce Lee a legend. Titan quickly realized that catching Bruce would not be easy. He launched another attack, this time throwing multiple punches in rapid succession. Each strike carried tremendous force. If even one landed cleanly, it could end the fight instantly. Yet Bruce seemed almost untouchable. He moved gracefully around his opponent, avoiding every attack by mere inches. His footwork was smooth and efficient, allowing him to conserve energy while forcing Titan to work harder. Every time the bodybuilder attacked, Bruce found an opening to counter. Quick punches landed against Titan's chest and shoulders. Fast kicks targeted his legs and midsection. None of the strikes were intended to knock the giant out immediately. Instead, Bruce was carefully wearing him down. As the fight continued, the contrast between their styles became increasingly obvious. Titan relied on explosive power and intimidation. Bruce relied on timing, technique, and intelligence. The giant attempted to corner his opponent, but Bruce constantly changed angles and escaped before he could be trapped. Spectators watched in amazement as the smaller fighter controlled the pace of the battle. The giant's muscles were impressive, but they also demanded enormous amounts of energy. Every missed punch drained Titan's stamina. Every failed attack added to his frustration. Meanwhile, Bruce remained patient, understanding that endurance would become a major factor as the fight progressed. Several minutes passed, and signs of fatigue began appearing on Titan's face. His breathing became heavier, and his movement slowed slightly. Bruce noticed the change immediately. Experience had taught him how to recognize weakness in an opponent. He increased the tempo of his attacks, delivering quick combinations from multiple angles. Titan struggled to react. His strength remained frightening, but his speed was beginning to fade. The crowd sensed momentum shifting. Fans stood from their seats and cheered louder with every successful strike. The atmosphere inside the arena became electric. Despite his exhaustion, Titan refused to surrender. Summoning all of his determination, he launched a powerful counterattack. He charged forward with surprising speed and swung a massive hook toward Bruce. This time, the strike grazed Bruce's shoulder before he could fully avoid it. The impact forced him backward. The audience gasped. Even a partial hit from someone of Titan's size carried incredible force. Bruce quickly regained his balance and returned to his fighting stance. For the first time in the match, he truly understood the danger posed by his opponent. One mistake could change everything. The battle entered its most intense phase. Bruce became even more cautious while maintaining constant pressure. Titan continued searching for a decisive blow. The crowd watched every movement with complete attention. Each exchange carried enormous significance. Bruce's speed remained his greatest weapon. He attacked and retreated before Titan could respond. The giant's strength remained terrifying. Every punch threatened to end the fight instantly. Neither fighter was willing to back down. As the contest approached its climax, Bruce decided it was time to push harder. He unleashed a series of lightning-fast combinations, unlike anything seen earlier in the fight. Punches and kicks connected from every direction. Titan attempted to defend himself, but exhaustion had reduced his ability to react. The giant staggered backward under the pressure. The crowd erupted into thunderous applause. They were witnessing martial arts mastery at its highest level. Bruce was not trying to overpower his opponent. He was using precision and strategy to dismantle the advantages that Titan possessed. With the fight slipping away, Titan gathered every remaining ounce of strength for one final attack. He roared and charged forward, determined to finish the battle. The audience held its breath as the giant closed the distance. At the last possible moment, Bruce stepped aside and redirected Titan's momentum. The bodybuilder stumbled forward, unable to stop himself. Bruce immediately seized the opportunity and delivered a perfectly timed combination of strikes. Titan lost his balance and dropped to one knee. Silence filled the arena. Spectators watched in suspense as both fighters remained motionless. After several seconds, Titan slowly stood up. He was exhausted, but his spirit remained strong. Looking at Bruce, he realized that he had faced one of the greatest martial artists in history. Bruce stepped forward respectfully and bowed. Titan smiled and returned the gesture. The crowd erupted into applause louder than anything heard that night. Regardless of the result, both fighters had earned the admiration of everyone present. The battle had demonstrated that true power comes in many forms. Strength can be impressive, but speed, intelligence, discipline, and determination are equally powerful. As Bruce Lee and Titan left the arena side by side, spectators knew they had witnessed a legendary contest that would be remembered for generations. The story of Bruce Lee versus the giant bodybuilder became a timeless reminder that greatness is not measured by size alone, but by the ability to use one's strengths with wisdom and purpose.